What if I told you that most Americans are only using about 50% of their passport's real power? When people talk about passport strength, they usually pull up a chart, count visa-free countries, and stop there. But that's a huge mistake, especially for US passport holders, because the real power of the American passport isn't just where you can go without a visa. It's how long you can stay, how easily you can extend, how flexible your options are, and how many backdoors exist that most travelers never use. In this video, I'm going to show you how the American passport unlocks global adventures far beyond visa-free lists, and how you can use it to travel longer, smarter, and with more freedom than you probably thought possible. Why visa-free lists are misleading. Visa-free rankings look impressive, but they hide the most important details. They don't tell you how long you can stay, whether you can extend your stay, how easy it is to re-enter, or what happens if you want to live abroad temporarily. For American travelers, the strength of the passport isn't just about access, it's about privilege and flexibility. Many countries treat US passport holders as low-risk visitors, which translates into smoother entries, fewer questions, and more lenient rules. If you only judge your passport by a list, you're missing how powerful it actually is in real-world travel. Long stays most Americans don't realize they have. One of the most underrated benefits of the American passport is long visa-free stays. In many regions, Americans can stay far longer than travelers from other countries, often without any paperwork. In parts of Europe, Latin America, Southeast Asia, and the Caribbean, Americans commonly receive 60, 90, or even 180 days on arrival. That's not a vacation, that's a temporary lifestyle. Many people think long stays require special visas, but for Americans, long stays are often built in. This makes slow travel, extended trips, and digital nomad lifestyles far more accessible than most people realize. Visa on arrival and easy e-visas. Beyond visa-free access, American passport holders benefit heavily from visa on arrival and e-visa systems. These aren't complicated embassy processes. They are streamlined, online, or handled at the airport. This means no embassy appointments, no long waits, minimal paperwork. For Americans, many countries design their visa systems assuming low overstay risk and strong documentation. That trust translates into speed and convenience, which matters enormously when planning spontaneous or flexible trips. The power of legal re-entry and border flexibility. Another overlooked advantage of the American passport is border flexibility. In many regions, Americans can leave a country briefly and return legally to receive a fresh stay. This doesn't mean abusing the system. It means understanding how immigration policies work in practice. Countries often allow resets after certain periods, and Americans are less likely to face scrutiny compared to travelers from countries with higher overstay rates. This flexibility allows travelers to base themselves regionally and explore multiple countries without complex visa planning. Work-adjacent travel opportunities. While Americans don't automatically get work rights abroad, the passport opens doors to work-adjacent opportunities that are much harder for others. These include remote work stays, volunteer visas, cultural exchange programs, short-term study visas. Many countries actively design these programs with Americans in mind, knowing they are likely to comply with rules and contribute economically. This makes it easier to spend months abroad legally without traditional employment visas. Trust, screening, and global perception. Passport power isn't just legal, it's psychological. American passports are generally associated with strong background screening, stable documentation, and predictable travel behavior. This perception often leads to faster immigration processing, fewer questions at borders, and less suspicion during entry. While this varies by country and individual behavior, the reality is that Americans often experience smoother travel simply because of trust systems built into global immigration. Access to strategic base countries. Another hidden advantage is access to countries that function as global travel hubs. These are places where Americans can stay long, live affordably, and travel regionally with ease. From these base countries, travelers can explore entire regions cheaply, reset stays legally, and maintain a stable home base abroad. This is how many Americans quietly travel for months or years without complex visas, by choosing smart bases instead of chasing destinations. What the American passport does not do. It's important to be honest. The American passport does not grant unlimited stays, replace work visas, eliminate immigration rules, or protect against poor behavior. Passport power works best when paired with respect, planning, and compliance. Overstays, dishonesty, and entitlement can quickly remove the advantages the passport provides. The power exists, but it must be used responsibly. How to actually use this power smartly. To fully leverage the American passport, travelers should research length of stay rules, not just entry. Plan regional travel instead of country hopping, use long stays to reduce costs, and combine visa-free access with legal programs. Most Americans don't lack passport power, they lack passport strategy. The American passport isn't just a travel document, it's a global access tool. When you understand what it truly offers beyond visa-free lists, the world becomes more open, more flexible, and far more accessible than you were ever told. If this video changed how you see your passport, like the video, subscribe for smarter travel strategies, comment where your passport has taken you or where you want it to take you next. Travel smarter. Your passport is more powerful than you think.